amazing Ludington Guard Band. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? You ready to see your graduates? Awesome. So my name is Bethany Rissler, and I am your commencement coordinator. I'm so glad you're here with us today as we get ready to celebrate this incredible milestone. Before we begin, I'd like to share a brief safety message to ensure everyone feels comfortable and prepared. While we don't anticipate any emergencies, if we were to need to move to a safe shelter area or evacuate the facility, please keep the following in mind. If a shelter-in-place order is given, both lower-level hallways of this building will serve as the designated locations. You will be directed to exit this room through the doors you entered in the back, and proceed straight down the stairs to the lower corridors. If you are unable to use the stairs, an alternate shelter area will be available at the front of the room on the right side of the stage. A more detailed announcement will provide further instructions should this become necessary. If we need to evacuate, you will be directed to use any of the exterior doors connected directly to this room. Exits are located in the front, back, and on both sides, just like on an airplane. Thank you for taking a moment to review these procedures. Your safety is our top priority, and we appreciate your attention. Now, enjoy the celebration.
Good morning. Now, one more time, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I love that. My name is Glenda Lee Rodriguez, and I am the Provost and Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, and on behalf of the faculty, the staff, and students of the University of Wisconsin-Stout, I welcome you. Guests joining us today in person, those virtually on the live stream, thank you and welcome to our commencement ceremony. Before we begin, please rise as you are able for the presentation of colors by the University of Wisconsin-Stout ROTC Color Guard, followed by the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. We are honored that you have joined us for this important event. Today's ceremony represents one of the major milestones in the lives of the graduates and the friends who have supported them in this endeavor. Today, you'll hear reflections from a student speaker, a Stout alum, and student stories shared by our Chancellor. However, before we continue, I want to emphasize that today is a celebration. So I want to warm us up by asking that you join me just in a quick exercise. So everyone just take a moment to think about the people that have supported you to get to this point. Even folks in the crowd, join me in doing the same. We have so much to be thankful for. Today we are honoring the students that we graduate, but we can also show our appreciation and pride for the tireless dedication of those that helped all of us to get to this point. So in just a moment, we're going to really make some noise. But I'd like for you to think about showing thanks to the faculty, the staff, UW-Stout community, families, friends, student supporters, folks that are here today physically, virtually, and those that couldn't join and are in our minds and spirit. So are you ready? I heard one, yeah. Are you ready? All right, so we're just gonna take a minute, make lots of noise. If you wanna stand as you're able, that's fine. It's just, we wanna kick it off with the momentum that we know that you're feeling for this glorious day. Done a little bit better, but I'll let you go on that one. All right, I'd like to next take a moment to recognize an additional achievement for our students that are graduating today with academic distinction. So at UW-Stout, there are two ways to graduate with honors. The first is by participation in the Honors College. We have one of only 3 honors colleges across all 13 universities of Wisconsin. Honors students have earned units through courses and other learning experiences. They've participated in a colloquium each semester and completed at least one independent honors project. They have demonstrated a commitment to curiosity and to engagement, and they graduate today with at least a 3.0 GPA. Will all of those graduating from the Honors College please stand as you are able? You'll notice that they're adorned with a distinctive blue stole marking their achievement. You can be seated. All right, any student can earn Latin honors by their academic performance throughout their college career, and we commend them for their high academic achievement reflected by excellent grades. Will those students stand as I read the level of Latin honors, and please stay standing if you're able until we've applauded for all of you. We'll start with summa cum laude, earning a GPA of at least 3.9. Magna cum laude, earning a GPA of at least 3.7. And cum laude, earning a GPA of at least 3.5. Congratulations, and thank you. You may be seated. Next, I'm honored to introduce a musical selection performed by the UW-Stout Chamber Choir Select Octet under the direction of Dr. Jerry Hoy.
por eso pido silencio, que el canto me comenzó. Se balancea furioso tambor mayor, se pone fuego la pollera de mi negra, y es un encanto como mueve las caderas. Se balancea furioso tambor mayor, la luna se sandunguea al son del boloco. Se pone fuego la pollera de mi negra, y es un encanto como mueve las caderas. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Se balancea furioso tambor mayor, la luna se sandunguea al son del boloco. Se pone fuego la pollera de mi negra, y es un encanto como mueve las caderas. Se balancea furioso tambor mayor, la luna se sandunguea al son del boloco. Se pone fuego la pollera de mi negra, y es un encanto como mueve las caderas. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la.
Chancellor Frank will now offer words for the graduates.
UW-Stout 2025 graduates, congratulations. You did it. And you know what I'm going to say? You make us extremely Stout proud. And as I look out at all of the family, friends, and supporters, I'm struck, as I hope you all are, by the significance of this moment. Graduating with a university degree is a tremendous accomplishment. You all made a choice to pursue a university degree, and you have worked hard, explored new ideas, confronted complex problems, experienced great successes, overcome challenges, and likely benefited from a few lessons learned. Your bachelor's degree matters, as does the responsibility that comes with it. To go out into the world, apply what you have learned at UW-Stout in your professional, personal life, lead, and make a difference. And graduates, this is a world that needs you, your knowledge, your talent, and your vision. In addition to congratulating you on this special day, I also want to thank all of you for your dedication to the university and for all that you have contributed to UW-Stout and the larger community. You graduates are why we are all here. And you are why I decided to come to UW-Stout. UW-Stout student stories inspired me to apply for this job as Chancellor, and student stories are what keep me going every day. So for my very first UW-Stout commencement ceremony, I prepared by reading stories about you that have been shared by those who know you well, and I have continued that tradition because these stories always motivate me. They teach me new things, and they instill confidence in me in terms of how your future actions will continue to make a difference. So I'm about to share 4 student stories, and I do this every ceremony. They don't know I'm sharing their stories, and so I think everybody is here today. So if your name is called, just stand up, give a quick wave. You can stay standing if you want, or you can sit right back down. We just want people to know where you are. Okay, so I'm gonna begin. Zachary Morgan. So Zachary is graduating with a degree in manufacturing engineering, and I just saw him present his capstone project this past week. It was very impressive. And when asked what brought him to UW-Stout, Zachary replied, quote, UW-Stout's strong reputation for applied learning and industry partnerships is what ultimately drew me here. Years ago, I initially avoided Stout because I was intimidated by the math involved in engineering. But after several years working in critical care nursing and later in a warehouse at Anderson Windows, I realized I wanted to be on the side of improving systems, not just adapting to them. I came back to school with a new perspective and a determination to learn. Stout offered the perfect balance of hands-on experience and real-world relevance, and it became the bridge that allowed me to transform my career path, end quote. Zachary credits UW-Stout's applied learning model, professors, and internships for his success as a student and preparation for work following graduation. When asked how he hopes to make an impact on his field, Zachary explained, quote, I hope to bring a human-centered perspective to engineering, designing systems that improve safety, reduce waste, and make daily work more manageable for the people who use them. To me, meaningful engineering goes beyond solving technical problems. It's about empowering people. I want to help create workplaces where efficiency and empathy coexist, where improvements benefit both productivity and the well-being of employees. Over time, I aim to contribute to a culture of continuous improvement, one that values collaboration, curiosity, and purposeful innovation, end quote. And when asked what he is most proud of as he finishes his degree, Zachary replied, quote, I'm most proud of how far I've come in redefining my career and myself. I started this journey unsure if I could succeed in a demanding engineering program, and now I'm stepping into a profession that excites and challenges me daily. I'm proud not just of the technical skills I've gained, but of the resilience and confidence I've developed along the way. Growth happens when we lean into discomfort and keep learning, end quote. Following graduation, Zachary plans to join Anderson Windows and Doors Engineering Rotational Program, which in his words will allow him to continue growing with a company he deeply respects. Congratulations, Zachary. Opal Lawrence. Opal is graduating with a degree in game design and interactive media with a double concentration in communication design and interaction design. Opal enrolled at UW-Stout at the suggestion of her high school media teacher, a UW-Stout alum, and she did so without ever visiting the university. In Opal's words, quote, it ended up being the best decision I could have made. Stout gave me a place where I could grow creatively and personally, and I found a community that felt like the right fit. I enrolled here at Stout not fully knowing what to expect, and I am leaving with a community I care so deeply about, and I'm really grateful for that, end quote. When asked how UW-Stout helped prepare her to work in her field, Opal identified several experiences. Opal worked as a graphic design lab monitor and tutor and at the service desk in the Memorial Student Center, where she helped students and faculty with printing and production. She also completed a design internship with Art Community Services, a nonprofit focused on recovery support. In Opal's words, quote, "These experiences showed me that design is not just about making something look good. It is about listening, communicating, and creating with intention," end quote. Opal also spent a month abroad studying in Belgium and the Netherlands. During this time, she visited studios, museums, and design schools, and worked directly with internationally recognized designers in multi-day workshops. Opal describes the experience as inspiring and that it, quote, "changed how she thought about her own practices," end quote. And when asked what she is most proud of as she finishes her degree, Opal replied, quote, "I am proud of the person I have grown into while earning this degree. I kept showing up, even when things felt overwhelming, and I held on to curiosity and care in the things I made. I am also proud of the relationships and community I built here. This degree feels like something I earned, not just something I finished," end quote. Well done, Opal. Owen Pryga. Owen is graduating with a degree in cybersecurity. Owen emphasizes the relationships that he formed with peers and professors as instrumental to his success at UW-Stout. And in his words, quote, "You never worked alone, you always had a partner working with you." He goes on to explain, quote, "If you ever felt defeated, there was someone else with you working on the problem. And with that amount of collaboration, Stout sets you up nicely for internships as you'll be working with a team of people." Owen participated in several internships during his university career and emphasizes how grateful he is for the people and teams he experienced along the way. In his words, quote, "They shaped me to be the person who I am today," end quote. He also notes that the UW-Stout alumni network is extensive throughout the IT industry. According to Owen, quote, "You understand how special Stout is when you get in the industry. No matter where you go, at least one person on the team went to Stout," end quote. Owen was also involved in the Cyber at Stout student club on campus, including serving as president. During his time as president, the club's membership increased, as did the number of competitions in which the members were involved. In Owen's words, quote, "I was able to grow my skills beyond the classroom. Much of what I know today is from preparing for these competitions, and the club allowed me to build lifelong friendships with many of the members," end quote. And regarding his overall UW-Stout experience, Owen states, quote, "I am just super grateful with the experiences I was able to take part in. You don't know, you don't realize what you have done until you take some time and reflect back on what you've accomplished," end quote. Following graduation, Owen will be working with Heartland Business Systems as a consulting engineer. Well done, Owen. And Gina Kim. Is Gina here? Gina is graduating with a degree in psychology. And Gina transferred to UW-Stout from Chippewa Valley Technical College because, in her words, quote, "Stout was exactly what she was looking for and offered her research opportunities and applied lab experiences." Gina has a strong interest in neuroscience and wants to continue studying how the brain works, especially in connection to aging and dementia. Her goal is to bridge the gap between psychological research and practical care. Gina has worked full-time as a certified nursing assistant in a memory care nursing home for more than 2 years while going to school. In her words, this experience, quote, "showed her how trauma, behavior, and communication needs affect a resident's daily life. She hopes to contribute to research-informed practices that improve quality of life for older adults with dementia, as well as support families and caregivers," end quote. It is also an experience that has taught her strong time management skills, as she often worked overnight shifts in memory care while managing research projects, exams, and papers. In her words, quote, The challenges helped her grow stronger and more disciplined, end quote. Gina praises her professors for their support during her time at UW-Stout and emphasizes that she loved the collaborative lab environment because, quote, everyone was curious, supportive, and passionate, end quote. And when asked what she is most proud of as she concludes her time at UW-Stout, Gina replied, quote, I'm proud of how much I've grown academically, professionally, and personally. I'm proud of completing rigorous research projects, supporting residents and families in memory care, and becoming confident in my future path. Most of all, I'm proud that I kept going, even during the hardest times. I've learned that today is the youngest day of my life, and it's a chance to do my best, take risks, and build a future I won't regret, end quote. Following graduation, Gina plans to return to Chicago to pursue a PhD in cognitive neuroscience. Congratulations, Gina. These stories highlight what makes our UW-Stout students so remarkable, and you all are remarkable. Your actions and achievements reflect dedication, hard work, gratitude, vision, and Stout pride, characteristics that distinguish the stories of the 399 undergraduate students graduating today and give me great hope for your many achievements yet to come. Truly, my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Well done.
Thank you, Chancellor Frank. Next, we're excited to welcome our alumni speaker, Michael Layton. Michael is a 2002 BFA Industrial Design and Business Administration minor graduate. Please give him a warm welcome.
Good morning. A little more. Good morning. Okay, great. Thank you for that warm welcome. Welcome faculty, friends, family, and of course, why we're here today, the 2025 University of Wisconsin-Stout graduating class. Thank you for inviting me to stand between you and your post-graduation festivities. As a parent, I'm going to say it for your parents, make good choices, okay? As stated, my name is Michael Layton. I graduated in 2002 from UW-Stout with a degree in industrial design and a minor in business administration. I currently lead the design team at Polaris, focused on vehicle design, color and graphics, and advanced concept development. It is a true honor to be part of this memorable milestone and celebration where we acknowledge your hard work, academic accomplishments, and successes. I'm excited and grateful to be here, as it is always good to be back in Wisconsin. My wife Heidi and I met here at UW-Stout and spent the better time of a decade living in Wisconsin, where I was a designer and business leader for Trek Bicycles outside Madison. And I can tell you Wisconsin holds a very special place in our hearts. As a quick side note, my wife is one of 9 graduates from UW-Stout. She likes to say some families go to Harvard, some go to Yale, some go to Notre Dame. Her family goes to Stout. And with our oldest being a junior in illustration here at Stout now, and myself, we can all say we proudly go to Stout. Except our middle son over there, he does go to Iowa State. We won't hold that against him very much, right? But we tried our best to convince him to come here. My wife, our youngest, and I currently call Minnesota home, but we always enjoy coming back here. There's no shortage of amazing people, Friday night fish fries, hospitality, and supper clubs with seemingly an endless supply of cold beer. Wisconsin is truly a special place, and we love it. What seems like a short while ago, I sat where you sit today. I sat with mixed feelings, probably similar to many of you. Feelings of excitement, accomplishment, and achievement. For me, it was mostly a sense of relief and honest amazement that I was actually graduating, but also how far and how quickly the time had passed. But I also sat with the feeling of uncertainty. Uncertainty of facing a new unknown, as I was closing one chapter and starting a new one. Looking back on that day and every day since, one thing has been consistently true. Life is full of uncertainties. The question is, will we meet life's uncertainties with fear and apprehension, or will we face uncertainty with eagerness, grit, and determination? The fact that you are sitting here today, having accomplished what you have, shows us you are ready for the challenges ahead. Whether you like it or not, it is now your obligation as a graduate of this great institute to apply your knowledge, skills, and craft to tackle today's challenges. So I thought I would offer a few ideas and reminders of what has helped me navigate life's uncertainties and get the most out of those uncertainties. The first, stay curious. One of the things that got you in the seat you are sitting in today is your curiosity. Curiosity in yourself and what you are capable of, and the curiosity in the world around and ahead of you. Curiosity to learn, imagine, challenge the status quo, and think with purpose. People often ask me, what makes a great designer? And I believe it is a conscious, unwavering to stay curious. They also ask me, what's your favorite Polaris vehicle or product you've designed? To which I always say, the one we haven't designed yet. Make time to seek out and challenge yourself with youthful curiosity. I guarantee you will learn something of value and surprise yourself along the way. Second, pursue your passion. At our core, I'd like to believe every one of us has something we are deeply passionate about, activities that we love to do. That thing we do, regardless of what people think, that energizes our individual purpose and makes us who we are. For me, I've had a passion from a young age for the arts and making things. This was evident in my struggles through elementary and high school, where I had absolutely no interest in school. And I think that was reflected in my grades, where I would say, and my parents would agree, they were pretty atrocious. I was fortunate enough to be exposed to the path of industrial design, which ignited my passion for creating experiences, identifying and solving problems, but also dreaming of new and wild ideas that would improve people's lives through creative thinking. By following my passion for creativity, I am fortunate to have a surprising and honestly rewarding career that I could have never imagined. Leverage, chase, and pursue your passion. It will guide you on your own unique path and be a reminder of what is most important to you. Third, I don't have too many of these, so hang with me. Small hinges swing big doors. Never underestimate the value of the impact you can make on the world. The work you do, your actions and contributions matter. Whether it is something small and seemingly simple like helping a friend, or dreaming of new ideas for a business, or ideas that might actually change the world. Don't dismiss your ability to change the world. In the words of Margaret Mead, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Lastly, invest in your community. You leave here today as a special community, part of the UW-Stout graduate community. As you explore the world moving forward, you will have the opportunity to engage with, learn from, and contribute to new communities as you see fit. Whether it is your social circle, a professional community, or a group with a common interest, your community can offer support, guidance, perspective, and purpose as we face and navigate certainties in a seemingly increasingly complex and uncertain world. What I do know is that paying it forward and taking a proactive, caring interest by contributing to the wellness of your community, it is worth the investment. An investment in your community is an investment in yourself. Through your higher education journey, you have faced countless uncertainties and have successfully managed and embraced those challenges to further shape you into who you are today. Be proud as you reflect on what you have achieved and go forth with confidence, knowing that you are ready for the uncertainty and unknown road ahead, wherever that journey may lead you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Those 4 key points: to stay curious, to pursue your passion, that small hinges swing big doors, and the importance of investing in community, I think resonate particularly today as we're celebrating learning as a Stout community. Congratulations to you and your family for all of your accomplishments as well. Next, we have the honor of hearing from one of our students. The tradition of having a student speaker began in December of 2019. Each student's story about their path to graduation is unique, and it's exciting to be able to highlight at least one of them. One student from each college is selected by a committee that's comprised of faculty, staff, and students. The applicants are interviewed in their speaking ability, their story, and their pride in UW-Stout. So please, let's give a warm welcome to Grace Rucker. She's a Bachelor of Science double major student in Real Estate Property Management and Hotel, Restaurant, and Tourism Management. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Grace Rucker, and it is an honor to be here today. I've had the privilege of studying real estate property management and hotel, restaurant, and tourism management at UW-Stout. And throughout my time here, I've been involved in student housing, the CSTEM Dean's and organizations. These experiences have meant a great deal to me and have shaped my journey to this moment. When I think about what makes UW-Stout so special, I realize it isn't just one thing. It's the hands-on learning, the nationally recognized programs, and above all, the kindness found everywhere here on this campus. From my first day here at orientation to standing here today, I felt supported by professors, staff, classmates, and mentors who genuinely want me to succeed. That to me is what makes UW-Stout a true hidden gem. The more time you spend here, the more you notice just how rare this place really is. As I prepared for today, I kept coming back to 2 questions. What makes you unique, and what is our purpose? To the first, did you know the odds of you existing are estimated to be about 1 in 400 trillion? When you think about everything that has to happen for you to be here, your unique DNA, your parents and grandparents meeting and choosing each other, generations surviving challenges, natural disasters, and countless life circumstances, it becomes clear that your existence is nothing short of extraordinary. To the second, what is our purpose? I want to share a moment from my time as a Disney cast member that shaped what I believe is a purpose. During my internship, I worked with people from all over the world, but the experiences that stayed with me the most were the Make-A-Wish children. There was one little girl I'll never forget. Her family came to watch the fireworks, but every reserved viewing area was filled. It had been a long, hot day, and sometimes the magic of Disney can start to feel routine, but not that night. I asked another cast member to cover my position for the moment. I split the crowd with my light wand and escorted the little girl and her family to one of the best spots I knew, a quiet bridge near Cinderella's carriage, tucked away from the commotion. I knelt down to her level, let her choose buttons and stickers, and made sure her family had everything they needed. She looked up at me and asked, "Can I give you a hug?" When I said yes, she wrapped her arms around me and whispered, "This is even better than I had imagined." Her parents asked for a photo with their daughter and me afterwards. It wasn't a big, dramatic moment, but it reminded me how one small choice can shape someone's entire experience. I don't know what happened to her after that night, but she taught me something I'll carry forever. Our purpose is often found in simple acts of kindness. The spirit of caring, of creating joy for others, is what I see reflected in all of us today. Whether you're a traditional student, a parent balancing work in school, or someone finishing your degree online. We each have taken different paths to reach this moment, but we share the same Stout values: resilience, creativity, professionalism, and the drive to make things better. Before I close, I want to say thank you, because none of us got God for everything, as I would not be the same person I am today. To all my family, specifically my mom and dad for always being there for me and loving me unconditionally. To my boyfriend and friends who have shown me the greatest support and love I could have imagined. To my professors, specifically to Jay Jones, John Sabota, Fred Parasis, Crystal Gertis, Christy Pitzer, and Trevor Anderson, who have shown an unmatched support since my first days here. And to all my mentors, coworkers, and everyone who supported me, thank you. You shaped the person standing here today. As we step into our next chapter, remember this: you are a miracle. Your kindness matters, and the small things that you do can be something much bigger than you'll ever realize. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it. We cannot wait to see the lives that you touch next.
Thank you, Grace. You've filled my heart with pride as I look at you and all of the graduates, because you're all heading into your next chapters to share simple acts of kindness. Thank you. Next, please help me welcome Sophia Moore. Sophia is going to be receiving a Bachelor of Science in Applied Social Science, and she's our speaker from the College of Arts and Human Sciences.
Good morning, friends, faculty, staff, supporters, and of course, a well-deserved good morning to you too, class of 2025. My name is Sophia Moore, and I am an applied social science major with a concentration in political science and history, double minoring in philosophy and conflict resolution, nonviolence leadership. It is a mouthful, I know. It is an absolute honor to be chosen as the graduate speaker for the College of Arts and Human Sciences. I'm thankful for this opportunity to address the people who have made a tremendous impact on my life throughout the last 4 years. Well, where do we start, Blue Devils? Looking into this crowd, I see so many qualities. I see dedication, commitment, courage, pride, and I see a room full of people who share at least one thing in common: the ability to persevere. That shared strength got us each to the moment that stands before us right now. To your very first day on this campus. Maybe it was the day you came for a tour. Maybe it was your first day of Comp 101, quietly trying to catch your breath after underestimating Harvey Hill on an 80-degree day. Or maybe, if you're anything like me, it was the day you unloaded the entire contents of your high school bedroom out of your mom's car into your dorm, realizing very quickly that personal space might be optional for the next 2 years. Now, with that memory in your mind, I want you to think about how it felt. Were you scared to leave home? Excited for the friendships you hoped to make? Anxious because you had no idea what was coming next? I don't know about you, but I feel all of these emotions all over again. Only this time, it's for the life waiting for us outside of this institution. And here's the thing. The way you felt on your first day on this campus is not so different from what you will feel when you leave it. That same mix of fear and excitement and curiosity means you're standing on the edge of something new again. And that's important because it means you grew. But here's what makes facing the unknown a little less scary. It's the community that brought us to this moment. Because whether you believe it or not, you didn't get here alone. Community showed up for you in 100 different forms. It was the roommate who listened to you rant till 1 a.m. Thank you, Chris. It was the professor who saw the potential in you before you ever saw it in yourself. It was the friend who saved you a seat, the lab partner who carried the entire group project because you, ironically, had 8 more assignments due that night. And it was the advisor who reminded us you got this, even when you weren't sure you did. This campus isn't just a place where we earn a degree. It's where we learn what it means to support and be supported, to show up for one another, to build something bigger than ourselves. Now I want to tell you a little bit about how I got here, to be amongst all of you, even when I didn't think it'd be possible. I am the child of a single mother, a woman who struggles day to day to keep the bills paid, but who did everything in her power to get me where I am today. Even if that meant I'd be able to go to college on a cheese sandwich budget, this girl who grew up on free school lunch never once doubted, not for a second, that I, Sophia Moore, would make it to this day. And that's been the confidence that my family instilled in me at a very young age. My mom, my aunt, my grandpa, my father, all told me that anything was possible because I said so. But once I got to college, it became a little bit harder to keep this attitude up. I felt like everything was against me. The assignments were hard, the deadlines were hard, and everything costs money, believe it or not. But that maybe the statistics that depict people like me were right, that I wasn't meant to be here, that college is meant for those who have the means to do so. Until I met a woman who was a force to be reckoned with. She reminded me a lot of myself if I was a tiny bit cooler and a little bit more determined. She told me that I needed to get up, dust myself off, feel that pity for myself one last time, but then I needed to push forward. I needed to hold myself accountable and find the people and the things that would do the same. And from that moment on, no one could tell me who I was except for myself. I am a great student, I'm a fantastic leader, and I do have a future at Stout and beyond. That became my legacy at this university, being the loudest voice in a room if that meant it was being a light for students who once felt the way I did, becoming a beacon for the lost, a wrecking ball to the barriers that stood in their way. And if you knew me in college, you probably saw it firsthand. You might have spotted me driving around in a golf cart, yelling through a megaphone about voter registration, I'm sorry. Or you saw me using that same megaphone to lead around my first week freshmen around their new home. It was very loud. Maybe you heard me calling some of the biggest, most competitive bingos in the Involvement Center. Or maybe you saw me walking around the Capitol, going office to office to advocate for students on a legislative level. While my college experience might be a little bit different than yours, there's one thing I know we all share. We all made it here, to this moment, in this room, surrounded by the people who got us through it. Our loved ones, supporters, the faculty and the staff who rooted for us, challenged us, and pushed us forward. We each learned how to build community out of strangers. Strangers from across the Midwest, strangers from across the country, around the world, and isn't that the beauty of college? Community isn't just about being in the same place at the same time. It's about sharing experiences, ideas, laughter. It's when we realize those are the moments that shape us the most. I found my community in so many unexpected places on this campus. In the Memorial Student Center, where I worked and received some of the best life guidance I could ever ask for from the incredibly hardworking staff. The third floor of North Hall, where I met the people who would change my life completely and become some of my closest and best friends. In the Price Commons Dining Hall, where I ironically met my boyfriend of 4 years, first day on campus. In Harvey Hall, where the professors of the fourth floor social science department not only helped me believe in the work I was doing, but laid the foundation for how I will continue my approach later in life. Our community at Stout is made up of so many people from around so many corners of the world, every background imaginable, and every walk of life. Some came from homes like mine, some from families with college educations, some from different countries, cultures, and even languages. Yet, we found a connection. We learned from one another, we challenged each other, and we grew together. That's the type of community that doesn't fade after graduation. That's the kind of community that carries us forward into our careers, into our neighborhoods, into the next chapters of our lives. It reminds us that no matter how big the world feels, we are never truly alone. We carry each other with us, we lift each other up, and we make spaces for those who will come after us to do the same. While there will never be another Sophia Moore at the University of Wisconsin-Stout, there will be a whole lot of people like me, like you, like us, ready to take on what those next 4 years have in store, and will come out completely different people as a result. As we walk this stage today and exit those doors, head off into our careers or further our education, I want to leave you with a quote from one of my favorite philosophers. And yes, it's only fair, as I am a philosophy minor, I promise. Socrates said a long, long, long time ago, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Whatever that means to you, I hope it sparks the part of your mind that makes decisions, questions, and challenges, not just for yourself, but for the communities you are a part of. I hope it reminds you to think outside of this so-called box they've been telling us about our entire lives, make intentional choices, and build meaningful relationships. Because the life we create is not just about our individual success. It's about the connections we build, the people we support, and the impact we leave on one another. While Stout has been a cornerstone for teaching us each what it means to take part in a community bigger than ourselves, I want to thank the people who have single-handedly changed my life and career year after year. To Jennifer Lee, thank you for being my mom away from my mom, as well as Heidi Schaff. You both have uplifted me in everything I do. To Professor Christopher Freeman, thank you for being the first person to ever truly see my potential. You showed me what genuine intelligence and curiosity looks like. To Professors Tina Lee, Courtney Julik, and Kim Zagorski, thank you for nurturing my love of politics and encouraging me to advocate for not only myself, but others. And lastly, I want to thank my family. They'll probably be really loud a little bit later on. But most importantly, I want to thank my grandpa. He tried his very best to hold on till this moment came. But I want to tell him that I did it. Just like you said I would, and I know you're cheering for me louder than anyone in this room ever could. Congratulations, class of 2025. You and I and all of us are going to change the world. I can feel it.
Thank you, Sophia. I had the opportunity to interact with you via the Stout Student Association, so I can firsthand say her voice is strong, and she was a strong advocate for students and for building a better community. Congratulations on your leadership and your resilience, and best wishes. All right, now for the moment we've been waiting for, the awarding of the degrees. The college deans will present the diplomas on behalf of the Board of Regents, the University of Wisconsin system. We're going to begin with Dean Dan Friedman presenting the candidates from the College of Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics, and Management. Once those students finish walking across the stage, Dean Jason Schmidt will present the candidates from the College of Arts and Human Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degrees from the College of Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics, and Management please rise? Chancellor, it is my pleasure as the Dean of the College of Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics, and Management to present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science with majors as listed in the program. I recommend that you now confer the degree upon them.
Y'all ready? Yeah? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Universities of Wisconsin and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you, each of you, the degree of Bachelor of Science with major fields as listed, in witness whereof we now award you the diploma. Congratulations. So what's going to happen now is the ushers are going to lead the way for your rows. And audience, this is a celebration, as the provost said. So let's celebrate each and every graduate as they walk across the stage. And here we go.
Students can be seated until your row is called. Bachelor of Science, Applied Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, Talon Carlson. Riley Marie Strobush. Bachelor of Science, Applied Mathematics and Computer Science, Emmett David Jacola. Kyler Michael Nikolai. Lindsay Redepenning. Bachelor of Science, Biology, Mason Ann Gores. Vivian Attain Height. Aisha Amer Munir. Cato Theed. Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Addison Abramson. Samuel Anderson. Antonio Candler. Sedania Elizabeth Cannon. Haley Bryn Duffy. Emmanuel Escandon Sanchez. Gabe D. Kramer. Dylan Lee Miranda. Tyler Jackson Schwarting. Tally Jade Swanpool. Jason Thatch. Hannah Videkovich. Dane Whipple. Bachelor of Science, Computer and Electrical Engineering, Hattie Day Kipke. Ethan Joseph Morecom. Easton Timothy Saylor. Alexander Henry Such. Bachelor of Science, Computer Networking and Information Technology. Noah Du Young Filtz. Tanner Jack Sands. Chad Matthew Schertz. Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Alexander Berg. Alex Clough. Riley Doomer. Jordan Helmrich. Stefan Ice. Ethan Michael Kaler. Dayani Hawk Larson. Jaden Marks. Austin Pico. Zachary Talon Sharbarth. Bachelor of Science, Construction. Ethan Michael Anabas. Kennedy Barrett. Michael Bunton. Louis J. Jupstrom. Abram Anthony Helsell. Kyler Niall Hove. Isaiah Hoyord. Zachary Martin. Adam Jacob Moen. Zachary Hunter Sather. Mason Joseph Sapansky. Samuel Torno. Simon Robert Twite. Noel Urlaub. Colton Charles Wilmot. Bachelor of Science, Cybersecurity. Colton Gardner. Owen Pryga. Bachelor of Science, Digital Marketing Technology. Austin Klein. Isabella Angelina Krulich. Carly Jo Limer. Liam McDonald. August Miller. Sarah Rose Nowotny. Bachelor of Science, Engineering Technology. Sydney Jewel Burkholtz. Stephen Brenner. Jada Dodson. Trent Michael Orlowski. Hunter J. Ouimet. Nathan James Strassman. Cadence Michael Tinsley. Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science. Paul Michael Gallatin. Paulette Lambert. Ryder David Symington. Bachelor of Science, Golf Enterprise Management. Garrett Brugler. Joseph H. Yandry. Bachelor of Science, Hotel, Restaurant, and Tourism Management. Emma Elise Kronbach. Lily Ann Meyer. Brooke Christine Peters. Caitlin Aaliyah Rasmussen. Rachel Catherine Sari. Andrew Daniel Svab. Madeline Sarah Westerholm. Bachelor of Science, Information and Communication Technologies. Kai Ahrens. Kyle Roy Dingle. Jacob Tanner Larson. Jake Elliott McKinvin. Riley Allen Meyer. Seth Michael Specht. Tanner Avery Swanson. Itzel Montalvo Martinez. Bachelor of Science, Management, Carrie Bonfoy. Tabitha Marie Feedy. Max Hauser. Kimberly Lynn Hoffman. Samuel Johnson. Daniela Kraus. Su Zhang Lo. Nathan Robert Marks. Gabriel Ramon. Ashley Marie Shuffle. Alexander Worth. Bachelor of Science, Manufacturing Engineering, Adam Guerrero. Luke Aaron Mertens. Zachary Alexander Morgan. Jack Oswald. Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, Cullen Thomas Beisbier. Tyler Benjamin Dockel. Tanner Jordan Gale. Eugene Z. Gregorich. Martin Andrew Holtebeck. James Clancy Kinney. Sean Patrick McNeil. Derek Robert Reimer. Brady John Reinert. Chase Adam Rodewald. Thomas Sargent. Nicholas Sedock. Riley Steele. Theodore Carl Van Tassel. Bachelor of Science, Packaging, Gavin Dorn. Chase Michael Huzz. Holly Lynn Janosic. Luke Michael Jansen. Joshua Bradley Schlanen. Drew Michael Schneider. Sean Van Diggelen. Frederick Vollendorf. Brittany Ray Wiles. Bachelor of Science, Plastics Engineering, Jonathan Alois Ballinger. Taylor Bowe. Riley Kapinski. Isaac Christopher Harnack. Walker Charles Langer. Bachelor of Science, Real Estate Property Management, William Andrew Boyce. Connor Eugene Lutke. Jack William McGrain. Grace Rucker. Bachelor of Science, Supply Chain Management, Taylor Abramson. Kevin Lewis Dom. Amelia Elise Monroe.
There we are. I'm going to start. Hi, everyone. I'm Jason Schmidt, Dean for the College of Arts and Human Sciences. Great seeing you all. And as you're aware that there's two colleges here at UW-Stout, the first college, and then this is just a little forewarning that you are all part of the College of Arts and Human Sciences, so you know where you're going. To have you all here, and will the candidates for the degree of Arts and Human Sciences please rise? You all look great. Chancellor, it's my pleasure as Dean for the College of Arts and Human Sciences to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Fine Arts and Bachelors of Science with the majors as listed in the program. I recommend that you now confer the degree upon them.
Do I even have to ask? Are you all ready? Yeah? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Universities of Wisconsin, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you, each of you, the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts and Bachelor of Science with major fields as listed, in witness whereof we now award you the diploma. Congratulations. And this time I'm not going to forget to tell you, you may be seated. All right, and we're going to do the same thing, and it's the same celebratory atmosphere. So here we go.
Bachelor of Fine Arts, Animation and Digital Media, Joshua Booty. Duang Chang Vang Seovong. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Game Design and Development, Art, Parker Allen Hagen. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic Design and Interactive Media, Allison Juneman. Graham Robert Langkamp. Opal Renee Lawrence. Victoria Letkowitz. Zach Scott McFadden. Alyssa Meyer. Faith Julie Miner. Aaron Michael Polam. Neve Sass. Lydia Scheibe. Sophia Smith. Anna Carolina Townsend Koo. Paige Warmus. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Industrial Design, Jacob Nathaniel Banasic. Karen Cruz. Eli Camden Hendrickson. Madeline Sophia Johnson. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Interior Design, Jennifer Ray LePage. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Studio Art, Abigail Rose Borish. Charlotte Genevieve Daler. Bailey Lynn Grau. Marshall David Leininger. Bachelor of Science, Applied Social Science, Evan Lexa Mansell. Sophia Moline Moore. Santa Gray Smithson. Bachelor of Science, Art Education, Tilly Nugent. McKenna Allie Schley. Bachelor of Science, Career, Technical Education, and Training, Anthony Lee Baker. Shannon Kelly Joseph Heberling.
Yeah! That's my dad! Hail to the king, baby!
Charisse Nicole Jones. Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice and Rehabilitation, Jordan Ray Hanley. Morris E. Justice. Foster Gray Kowalski. Colin Bradley Messman. Andrew Michael Scheuer. Bachelor of Science, Dietetics, Maximilian Adam Wall. Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, Karina K. Colliver. Caitlin Renee Gillette. Braden P. Martin. Tasha Marie Martinez. Gracie Georgia Peterson. Evelyn Rivas. Caitlin Renee Sloniker. Chloe Annabelle Smiley. Tammy L. Stinson. Brittany Straub. Alicia Willoughby. Bachelor of Science, Family and Consumer Sciences Education, Brooke Christine Bates. Tammy Michelle Hamilton. Bachelor of Science, Fashion and Retail, Zoe Isabel Gullicksrud. Anna Lambert. Olivia Rose Olanichek. Bachelor of Science, Food Science and Technology, Jaiwen Fan. Zhui Gao. Yuzhan Jean. Sitong Lua. Eugene Liu. Siyu Wan. Shangzhang Tang. Hao Wang. Bachelor of Science, Health, Wellness, and Fitness, Kiara Ray Brown. Blaine Thomas Seidel. Zachary D. Steinmetz. Melanie Wallish. Aaron Allen Williams. Bachelor of Science, Human Development and Family Studies, Allison Hempel. Kylie Kessin. Kajua Lore. Taylor Luxem. Riley Mady. Alyssa Marie Quadracci. Bachelor of Science, Marketing and Business Education, Shelby Marie Johnson. Brady Lee Sharon. Bachelor of Science, Professional Communication and Emerging Media, Joshua Caden Brosey. Bachelor of Science, Psychology, Emma Barrent. Sophie Jaseski. Matthew Jones. Shannon Beth Hintz-Paskey. Gina Kim. Merlin Allen Kratz. Jasmine Lee Ortner. Sydney Simon. Mackenzie Rose Sperling. Jaden Lee Sullivan. Deschanel L. Thomas. Elizabeth Helen Wooliver. Bachelor of Science, Rehabilitation Services, Kang He. Darian Anthony Johnstone. Cresley A. Rodriguez Martinez. Isabella Sophia Wilson. Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Marissa Quinn Diaz. Joey Ray Dugan Whaley. Graciana Marie Herwig. Emma Charlene Muhlenbeck. Bachelor of Science, Technology Education, Samuel Thomas Briette. Brad Champagne. Daniel C. Spaeth. TJ Weinfurter. Bachelor of Science, Video Production, Jeremy Adam Kwan. Reese James Kupski. Devin D. O'Brien. Braden James Stoltz.
At this time, the graduating members of the UW-Stout ROTC Commissioning Northwoods Battalion will take their oath as they are commissioned into service. Please welcome Major Jordan Schumacher as he administers the oath to our graduates.
All right. Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
Logan Wayne Searles. Jalen Sanfilippo.
Congratulations, y'all did it. So on behalf of the University of Wisconsin-Stout, allow me to congratulate each of you who received your degree today, and allow me to add my welcome, along with the more than 75,000 alumni worldwide as the newest UW-Stout Alumni Association members. Our celebration today is a recognition of all that you have achieved, as well as the beginning of your next chapter in life. And if you didn't think things were official yet, they're about to become really official. But don't touch the tassels. I see it every time I start to do this. They start to move towards those tassels. So, graduates, please stand with me. And don't touch them. Okay. On the count of 3, and I would like everybody in the audience to help us. Then, on the count of 3, you may move the tassel from the right to the left. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, we are so proud of you. You may have a seat.
Congratulations, graduates. Let's take a moment one more time to thank everyone for making this day possible. UW-Stout faculty, staff, fellow students, families, and friends. Thank you to everyone joining us today in person and those virtually today. It has been an amazing journey, so let's do one more round of applause showing our appreciation for everyone. These commencement exercises involve the work of many people, and I would like to thank everyone who has participated, as well as those who have helped plan the event. Special thanks to the Ludington Guard Band under the direction of James Woodford, as well as the UW-Stout Chamber Choir Select Octet and Dr. Jerry Hoy for the musical renditions today. Thank you to those who assisted with the live stream technology and the volunteers who helped ushering in our guests today. Lastly, a special thanks to Bethany Risler and the Chancellor's office staff who organized today's event. So please now stand as you're able as the UW-Stout Chamber Choir Select Octet, under the direction of Dr. Jerry Hoy, sing UW-Stout's Alma Mater. The words to the Alma Mater may be found on the first page of your program. Please feel free to sing along as we honor our university and all of the past, present, and future members of our university community. We have reached the conclusion of today's ceremony. For the recessional, please wait for your row to be excused by the marshals. As you exit, we hope you will join us for a reception in the multi-purpose room, indoor track, which is located on the lower level of this facility. Graduates and guests can exit out the rear doors and make their way down the stairs to the reception for photos and refreshments. And to further recognize your achievements, the Stout Clock Tower bell will ring a celebratory peal at 12:05 this afternoon. Again, congratulations and good luck to all of you. Best wishes, and please stay in touch.